Hello, FH1 family. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to the 2023 Conference Finals predictions. Let's kick it off with my Niners versus the Eagles. This game's in Philly. Philly is 7-3 versus the Niners in their last 10. Jalen Hurts has proven to beat you with both his arm and his legs. San Fran's weakness comes in their secondary, where Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown will eat. Quez Watkins too. Dallas Goedert. They have a lot of weapons. 49ers. CMC did not practice twice. I know he said he's going to play. Elijah Mitchell not practicing. Debo was light practice, maybe just resting, but still, it's a little concerning. Philly's game plan is obviously to take out San Fran's rushing attack and force Purdy to beat him with his arm. Purdy has not had to throw for over 300 yards in any game. I believe this is where the difference will come of the two. And mind you, not just for this game, the other game as well, the one I'm going to talk about next, I've gone back and forth 50 times. And although it hurts me, I believe Philly will advance to the Super Bowl. So, moving on. Bengals versus the Chiefs in Kansas City, in Burrowhead. That's pretty funny. Joe Burrow's 3-0 versus Mahomes. Mahomes is hurt. I know he's practiced fully, and that just goes to show the dedication, the tenacity of this kid. Why when it's all said and done, he'll be cemented as one of the greatest ever. I'm a big fan. But it's still an injury of concern, especially when it comes to game time. All right? Kansas City struggles in their secondary. Right? Those trio of wide receivers in Cincy are no joke. Those are, any one of those guys can be number one. I would even go as far as Tyler Boyd on a specific team. He'll be the number one receiver in that team. There's three really good wide receivers. Then now you got Joe Mixon stepping up and blocking for his quarterback, right? To make up for that deficiency they have in the offensive line. I don't like this game for KC. I do not like the defensive woes that are going to happen. Although Patrick Mahomes, here's a fun fact, he's a number one. I think he's like number one QBR from throwing in the pocket, right? And passing TDs. He's just something special, spectacular. Since he's going to focus on Travis Kelce, all right, they're going to focus on him. Mahomes is going to have to beat them with another weapon, which he can, and he has all season long. Okay, and again, I've gone just like my 49ers game. I've gone back and forth 100 times, 50 times, right? At the end of the day, I think the injury is going to cost them. And Cincy will emerge as a winner and having their first ever back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. Okay? Before the playoffs started, I had Kansas City and the Eagles meeting at the Super Bowl. Okay? And actually Kansas City winning it all. That's the way I had it. Right? As weeks go by and injuries and certain factors play into what's going on during that game, I change my prediction, right? But that's the way I had it. It can still go that way. It could go 49ers and Chiefs rematch, right? It can go 49ers and Bengals rematch of 1980s or whatever it was, right? This can go many ways, but based on the information I have right now, it's going to be Cincy versus the Eagles. All right. Again, family, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Stay tuned for next week's Super Bowl prediction winner. Have a blessed week.